Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today Finance Minister presented the Union Budget 26-27 outlining the government's vision for India's growth and development. With a focus on infrastructure, healthcare and technology, this budget aims to boost economic growth and create new opportunities. Let's dive into the key highlights and break it all down for you. If you want to stay updated on more such insightful videos, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon. And let's get started. Let's start with the first highlight, tax reforms to boost manufacturing sector. Very much required now because the tariff war is going on all around the world, and this is the sector where the government want to have a complete control and see that this sector grows very well. So the first point here is exemption from income tax for 5 years to non-residents providing capital goods, equipment or tooling to any toll manufacturer in a bonded zone. So this is something which is encouraging for the non-residents, and they can supply capital goods, equipment for toll manufacturer. Toll manufacturer means mostly contract manufacturer. So everything is invested by the non-resident. The manufacturer help them to convert the raw material to finished goods and charges fees from the non-resident. It's a very good steps taken by the government. Second, exemption from basic custom duty on raw materials imported for manufacture of aircraft parts used in maintenance, repair, or overall requirements defense units. So this is also a very good benefit for the airlines business. So any manufacturing of parts for maintenance will be now exempted from custom duty. So it will be available at cheap cost. Third, deferred duty payment window to trusted manufacturers. Anyway, this facility is there currently, but now the government want to extend it for more manufacturers. So under this facility, whenever there is a consignment coming to India, the manufacturer need not pay the custom duty for each consignment. So under deferred duty payment method, they can pay once in a month. Next, increase the limit for duty-free imports of specified imports used for processing seafood products for exports from the current 1% to 3% of the FOB value of the previous year's export turnover. So this also will make easier for the seafood manufacturers where they convert or they process seafood and sell in the international market. Duty-free imports of specified imports extended to export of shoe uppers in addition to leather and synthetic footwear. So this is also going to help the footwear industry where they will get duty-free imports so that they can sell and be competitive in the international market. Next highlight is on support to MSME. MSME is the backbone of our country and the government is trying to protect their interest. So let's see what is defined in the current budget. Equity support, dedicated 10,000 crore SME growth fund. So this is a very good initiative by the government. Top up the self-reliant India fund 2021 with 2,000 crore. So there is a good amount of support of cash for the MSME. Second, professional support. Government to facilitate professional institutes to develop corporate mitras, especially in Tier 2 and Tier 3 towns, to help MSMEs meet compliance requirements at affordable cost. So this is where the government is asking the ICA and few more institutes to develop corporate mitras. So it is like corporate friends for the MSME industries. Third, liquidity support through trades. This was there in the past, but now the government want to make it mandate. So mandate trades as the transaction settlement platform for all the purchases from MSME by CPSEs, serving as a benchmark for other corporates. That means all the payment has to happen within 45 days as per MSME Act, but trades gives a platform for the MSME to encash their invoice much in advance at a discount price. Second point, introduce a credit guarantee support mechanism through CGT MSE for invoice discounting on the Trex platform. Linking GM with Trex to encourage cheaper and quicker financing. Trades receivables as asset-backed securities to develop a secondary market and enhance liquidity and settlement of transactions. Next highlight is renewing the emphasis on service sector. So the government doesn't want to only focus on manufacturing, but they also want to focus on service sector because it is contributing good amount of money to the country and creating good amount of employment as well. So let's see what are the highlights. Service sector, high powered education to employment and enterprise standing committee to focus on service sector as a core driver of Viksit Bharat. Coming to health, upgrade and establishing new institutions for allied health professionals in 10 selected disciplines. Care ecosystem, developing a variety of NSQF aligned programs to train 1.5 lakh multi-skilled caregivers. Medical tourism, schemes to support states in establishing 5 hubs for medical value tourism in partnership with private sector. Coming to Ayush, 3 new All India Institute of Ayurveda, upgrading Ayush pharmacies and drug testing labs for higher standards of certification ecosystem and upgrading the WHO Global Traditional Medicare Center. Orange Economy, setting of AVGC content creator labs in 15,000 secondary schools and 500 colleges. Very good initiative. Design, setting up a new National Institute of Design through the challenge route in eastern region of India. Sports, Khelo India Mission, integrated talent development pathway, systematic coaching development, integration of science and technology, and development of sports infrastructure. So if you see here, the government has tried to develop every sector which is today struggling in India. Next area is on education. 5 university township in the vicinity of major industrial and logistic corridors. A girls hostel in higher education institution in every district. Setting up or upgrading the 4 telescope infrastructure facilities. Now coming to tourism, here also the government has focused more on tourism. Setting up a National Institute of Hospitality as a bridge between academia, industry and the government. Pilot scheme for upscaling 10,000 guides in 20 iconic tourist sites. National destination digital knowledge grid to digitally document all places of significance. To develop ecological sustainable mountain trails, turtle trails, and bird watching trails in select states. Next highlight is on tax proposals for financial sector. This is something which the government is very strict in case of FNO, future and options. So if you see here, raising the STT on futures from 0.02 percentage to 0.05 percentage. So you are going to pay more tax on STT if you are investing or you are doing trading in future and options. STT on options premium and exercise of options to be raised to 0.15 percentage from the rate of 0.1 percentage and 0.125 percentage respectively. So this is where the government doesn't want to encourage the youngsters to invest or to do trading in future and options. Coming to the last highlight, ease of doing business and ease of living. So let's see what are the changes referred by the government. Individual persons resident outside India will be permitted to invest in equity instruments of listed Indian companies through the portfolio investment scheme. Interest awarded by the motor accident claim tribunal to a natural person will be exempt from income tax and any TDS on this account will be done away with. Reduced TCS rate on sale of overseas tour program package from 5% and 20% to 2% without any stipulation of amount. Reduced TCS for pursuing education and for medical purpose under the leveraged remittance scheme LRS from 5% to 2%. TDS on supply of manpower service to be at the rate of either 1% or 2%. Obtaining a lower or nil deduction certificate through rule-based automated process for small taxpayers. Enable depositors to accept Form 15G or Form 15H from the taxpayers holding securities in multiple companies. Time available for revising returns extended from 31st December to up to 31st March with a payment of nominal fee. Individuals with ITR 1 and ITR 2 returns will continue to file till 31st July and non-audit business cases or trusts are proposed to allow time till 31st August. TDS on sale of immovable property by a non-resident to be deducted and deposited through residents buyers PAN instead of TAN. Introducing a one-time 6-month foreign asset disclosure scheme below a certain size for small taxpayers, allow taxpayers to update their returns even after reassessment proceedings have been initiated at an additional 10% tax rate over and above the rate applicable for the relevant year. Now let's look into the remaining points. Non-production of books of account and documents and requirement of TDS payment is decriminalized. Immunity from prosecutions with retrospective effect from 1/10/2024 for non-disclosure of non-immovable foreign assets with aggregate value less than rupees 20 lakhs. Exemption from minimum alternative tax or MAT to all non-residents who pay tax on presumptive basis. Constitute a joint committee of Ministry of Corporate Affairs and CBDT incorporating the requirements of income computation and disclosure standards in the Indian accounting standards. Tax buyback for all type of shareholders as capital gains. However, promoters will pay additional buyback tax. This is something good really for the shareholders. Before there was a change that it will be treated as dividend, but now it is again brought back to capital gains. Set off using available MAT credit to be allowed to the extent of 1/4 of the tax liability in the new regime. MAT is proposed to be made final tax. Exempt BCD on 17 drugs or medicines for cancer patients. Single and interconnected digital window for cargo clearance approval. Customs integrated system CIs to be rolled out in 2 years. Honest taxpayers willing to settle disputes will now be able to close cases by paying an additional amount in lieu of the penalty. So these are the key highlights. When it comes to personal tax, the tax slabs are not yet changed and there is no specific benefit given to the individual. And this is all about the budget of 26-27. If you have liked this video, please subscribe to this channel and share with your friends. Thank you.